The belief that your divine masculine is not healing is what's keeping you in your separation. So let's get into it. Let's talk about why. So, hello everybody, welcome back to Twin Flames Universe. I'm Drake. And yeah, today we're going to talk about the divine masculine and healing. And I want to bring something up really quickly. The divine masculine healing, it's going to look different than your healing, right? But if you're putting an expectation on it, if you are trying to control or look on the outside to see what he's doing, it's going to prevent you from what you really want, which is that growth, right? That change in your union. Okay. So let's talk about it. When it comes to healing in your twin flame union, a lot of the times it's going to look different. And what I want to point out is that you don't want to try to look outside of you and try to control the situation or how your divine masculine is healing. And I totally get it. I totally understand that when you're on this journey and you're going through it, it can seem, that nothing is happening and your twin flame's not changing. He's not doing this. He's not doing that. Totally get it. And yeah, let me just share a little bit about my experience. So I was in this space where I was looking on the outside, looking to see, oh, is she healing? Is she doing the things that I'm doing? Oh, well, I have a relationship with God. She doesn't really. So what does that mean? Does that mean that she's not my twin flame? And it actually wasn't the case. And what I recognized is that when I was looking outside of myself all of these times for confirmation or maybe some reassurance that she was healing the same way that I wasn't trusting in the process of my journey. I wasn't allowing the process to unfold naturally. Because when you try to control something, it's going to prevent it from happening in a way. Especially with your twin flame. You cannot control your twin flame and what they do. What you can do is you can do the inner work so that you can trust what they are doing. Let's go deeper into this. So, for example, I was experiencing my twin flame really not believing in God. Really kind of saying, oh, I believe, but I don't. And that really upset me because I have a very amazing and deep connection with God. And I was still working through it at that time. And what I realized, what was upsetting me, it wasn't actually that she was saying these things. What upset me is that I wasn't trusting that my healing and my journey and my relationship with God, she was going to reflect that, right? And that she was going to heal. That's what I wasn't trusting. So once I realized that, I was able to heal that. And I was able to recognize that, okay, I can trust that she's doing her work and that God is leading her perfectly on her side. There's nothing that I have to do. I don't have to try to control her or convince her to believe in God, right? And it can be with any upsets, right? You don't have to convince your twin flame to be with you or to leave this other person. You don't have to convince them to heal with you and to go through their stuff. You don't have to do any of that, because the way that the twin flame journey works is, as you were healing your deep inner wounds, you're going through, maybe you're healing your relationship with God, you're healing your belief that you're not worthy of love, that you're not valuable. As you start to really go deeper and heal the core blocks in these spaces, your twin flame is doing that too. But with your divine masculine, it can look very different. You see, as I was healing my relationship with God, she would say things to me as, oh, discovering this new thing about spirituality, or, I'm learning about God in this way. And now it's not the way that I wanted her to do it because I was trying to control, but those were the little signs that, yes, she's not going on the same path as me, right? She's open to those things. Oh, I read the Bible because I was, I wanted to learn about all these things, right? Not I wanted to have a relationship with God, but I was open to learning, okay? It's going to show up differently. It doesn't have to be the same exact thing that you're doing. So you're healing through a value block, right? Your divine masculine could show up in a way of, oh, I asked for more money at my job. And you're healing, okay, not feeling valuable for your divine masculine to recognize that you're supposed to be together, right? But for him, he's healing his value in a way that he's valuing himself and his time. And so yes, he's going to ask for more money at his job. Another example, you're going deeper in your relationship with spirituality and God, and you're healing these places where maybe you've gotten hurt, or you feel like you didn't have a relationship, or you're just going deeper in general. And you want your divine masculine to be in that space with you. But he comes to you and he says, oh, hey, I'm meditating more, or I'm gonna, go study this spiritual book because I think it's cool. It may not be in the way that you want it to be, but they are still healing and going through the same things that you are. So it's important that you release that expectation of how it happens, and trust, because trust is a very big one on this journey, that your divine masculine is healing with you. If they are truly your twin flame, they are going to be healing with you, regardless if you see it on the outside or not. Do not look on the outside to determine your progress, because a lot of the times the outside is going to be going cuckoo crazy because you're healing through something. So don't look on the outside for confirmation that your healing is working. And this is for anything. This goes for anything in your twin flame journey. Never look to your twin flame to confirm that you're healing something, okay? Look to yourself. How are you feeling? Do you feel better about your relationship with God? Do you feel better about the relationship that you're having with yourself? Do you feel happier? Do you feel lighter? Do you feel more peaceful? Those are all of your indicators that you are making progress, okay? When you stop looking to your twin flame, when you stop looking to try to control them and what they're doing, it's gonna open up a lot of new things in your union, okay? Still not saying don't make the choice to stop looking at them and stop controlling them so you can get something. No. It's about making the choice and realizing that it doesn't matter what they're doing. You're still going to have peace, and you're still going to trust in the process of your journey. That's the whole big thing, okay? I'm not saying you can't worry about your divine masculine or think about them or wonder if they're healing. It's not what I'm saying. You just want to be very careful if you're using as, oh, my divine masculine is not healing, as an excuse of why you're not together, because that's not what it is. That will never be the case. And yes, I used to have this belief about my twin flame as well. And once I released that, I was able to have a lot more peace in my union, because I wasn't holding my feelings or my progress on her. I was looking for it within myself, and I was trusting the process. And because I trust the process, yes, then I started to experience more outer things with my union. But you just have to trust the process. I know I said that like so many times, but it's so important. Or you can look at there, one day at a time, okay? Healing is not going to happen in a day. Results in your union is not going to happen in a day. In order to have that, you have to repeatedly keep choosing love, repeatedly releasing control, repeatedly making the choice to stop looking on the outside of what your divine masculine is doing. It's going to drive you crazy, okay? When I was doing it, it was driving me crazy. It's best to focus on yourself and your healing. That's what the most important thing on this journey is yourself and your healing and your relationship with God. And then your divine masculine, right? Your twin flame is that little cherry on the top of the cake that you've already created. So remember that, okay? And if you're struggling, maybe you're saying, I don't really know how to heal, or I don't really know what to do in this space. Well, that's okay. It's okay. That's why we're here. And we want to support you. So if you are interested in looking deeper into kind of maybe your trust issues, right? You're focusing too much on your divine masculine. Well, click the link below and book a free clarity call with one of our coaches, and they are going to help you see what your next steps are, so you can actually go deeper into healing. Maybe, hey, I have this upset and this fear. I have a lot of control here, or I don't trust this place. But yeah, we can help you. So click the link if you're feeling guided to. We'd love to support you. And another thing that I wanted to mention too is that if you aren't already, it's very, very important that you are doing the mirror exercise, right? On your divine masculine and what he's doing. So say, for example, and we can do it right now. We can just sit and have a little, be in touch with our feelings, okay? So say, let's just do it this way. I'm upset at my divine masculine because he's not healing, or I don't trust that he's healing, okay? First step of the mirror exercise. And I'll have someone link the mirror exercise video too, so you can watch that and get familiar with the steps. We just did step 1. Step 2, we're gonna put it back onto ourselves. So I'm upset at myself because I don't trust that I'm healing. So if you don't get that, it's okay. But you're actually upset because you don't trust that you're healing, okay? Maybe there's still a part of you that's trying to control your healing, or trying to control your mind into saying, you're actually not healing. Oh, you're actually not doing enough. Because see, your divine masculine, he's not healing, right? So there's this part of you that's placing your trust outside of yourself, okay? So I found that, right? And maybe that's what you feel now. It's okay, but just say that and see what resonates within your heart, right? I'm upset at myself because I don't trust in my healing. And I can feel that within me too. Yeah, there's a part of me that doesn't trust that I'm making the choice to heal. So once you find that, you're gonna go to this part of you that feels that way, and you're just gonna ask them what they need to feel loved, right? So we can do it right now. I know for me, it's just giving myself the reassurance that I am healing and I am choosing love. And yeah, it doesn't matter what's happening on the outside, because I choose to trust in myself and in my journey. And I choose to trust God. Good. Yeah. Yep, that feels a lot better. And so you can just give yourself whatever you need in that space. And then when this part of you feels completely peaceful, this is very important. You want to make sure that you merge this part of you back into yourself. Yeah, wow, I feel a lot better. So this is what you can do, okay? Instead of freaking out, and it's okay to freak out. Instead of freaking out and placing all of your attention on what your divine masculine is doing, place it back onto yourself and trust, because they are healing. They are healing. It's going to show up differently than it is for you, but they have their journey with God. God is leading them perfectly, just like God is leading you perfectly. And you have to trust that God is leading you perfectly together, because that is what's happening. But in order for God to keep leading you together perfectly, you must continue the healing, right? You must continue saying yes to love and no to fear, right? Yes to, okay, I'm going to trust God. I'm going to trust in my journey. I'm going to surrender my fear. And no to, oh, I've got to control him. I've got to see what he's doing. He's not healing. Because yes, he is healing, okay? He's healing in his own way. It's okay to trust that. It's okay to surrender that. Focus on yourself. Focus on your healing. It's very important that you do that. So right now you can take your energy off your divine masculine, put it back onto yourself, because you deserve that. And yeah, okay? You've got this. You've got this. I know it can be challenging at sometimes. I know, trust me. But we've all been through it here. But you're not alone in it, okay? And we're here to help you. So don't worry. It's going to get better. Keep going. Keep trusting the process. Keep doing your thing, because you're doing it, all right? You're doing it. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Is there any other videos that you guys want me to talk about? Like any topics, anything you want me to make? Comment down below. And yeah. All right. Thank you guys. Bye.